We are live. Hello, everybody. We have Lori from The Way of Positive Change, Johnie from Tara's Apprentice, and Becca from House of Lenormand. Lenormand? I can never say it. How is everybody?
We're all in shock.
It's just one thing after another. I was typing in chat. We're going to start with a candle lighting ceremony, manifesting ceremony. So anyone that wants to join in, feel free to grab a candle and a lighter or whatever you need. I'm going to kind of show you how I do it, because I do it all the time in personal readings when somebody's trying to manifest something.
Oh, where'd Johnie go?
He just blacked this camera out for a minute.
Oh,
He probably went to go get a candle.
Oh, okay.
In particular, he's back with a lighter. in particular, my friend Beth has another test on Tuesday that she needs to pass. So I'm going to focus on her and then maybe a few other things. And you guys, if you have something you're trying to manifest, I'm going to try to bring that in too for anybody. So get your candles ready. Let's see. We've got 419 in the room. I'm going to go ahead and start the candle lighting. We have Artie here, of course.
Hi, Artie. Hello, Artie.
Because we said go live and he's got to be here, but yeah. I'll have to move my candle to the side after I do this so he doesn't jump on the candle flame and set himself on fire, because that would be real exciting. So I always invoke the archangels. So this is how I do manifesting. Say it as if it's already here. Not that it's on its way or anything. Say it as if it's already here. So Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Ariel, we surrender to your mercy, compassion, and healing. We thank you. We thank you for bringing Beth a passing test on Tuesday of 85 or greater. We thank you for providing her with memory retention for all the knowledge that she needs to have a passing test of 85 or greater. We thank you for assisting our viewers with manifesting anything they desire. Desire means of the Father. Not need, not want, desire. We thank you for manifesting anything our viewers desire, whether it's a job, a stimulus check, food on the table, peace, harmony, anything our viewers desire. We thank you for manifesting this. We thank you for manifesting illumination on everything that is going on in our government and with our presidency. We thank you for bringing everything to light so that we are all aware of what is going on. We thank you. And on that note, I'm just going to set it over here.
It was a beautiful prayer, Jenny. Thank you.
And if you are in a place where you have trouble believing it, the power, thank you, Barb. If you're in a place where you have trouble believing the power of manifesting, I always tell people, fake it till you make it. Say it as if you believe it, and do it every day. If you just keep saying it as if you believe it, you get to where you have that faith. You have that, you come from a place of gratitude as if it's already here. It's amazing. It's amazing what you can manifest. So on that note, I am just going to move Artemis off my table. Big boy. Get my lighter out of the way. Grab cards, and we know other readers are all over the place on whether Trump has COVID. We know, you guys don't have to post. Please don't post in the chat room what other readers are getting. Go to their pages and comment if you would like to. So we're going to start with, does Trump have COVID? Now, we have read on this. If anybody has seen, Becca's been the queen of grand tableaus lately. Becca and Lori did a video together Friday, I think, was it? Johnie has been reading on this. We are getting he has health issues, but we have not gotten that he has COVID. But we're just going to ground down and see what the cards say tonight. So does Trump have COVID?
I think Becca and I did our reading a week ago yesterday.
Oh, it was a week ago. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Impish.
But I did repost it to the community page with a couple of timestamps.
That's what I'm remembering because I just watched it again this morning.
Okay.
I clicked on it from your community page. And you guys, if you're not subscribed to Lori's channel, The Way of Positive Change, you're missing out. You need to subscribe to her. She does fabulous readings.
Thank you.
I was just telling her before we started, a friend of a friend had a reading with her the other day and was just raving about it.
It was fun to meet her. Getting to meet people from a lot of different places. It's been a lot of fun.
I got his friend the devil on the bottom, so
There he is.
thank you, Suzanne. That doesn't bode well. Anybody got all their cards pulled and want to go?
So I got pretty much the same thing. I got 2 of Pentacles, so here's your imbalance. And then I have covered by the 7 of Wands. His life is topsy-turvy right now, and then here comes some defending. This is not his health. This is his life. Why did that pop up? I have cards for disease. I have cards for the body. I have cards for all this type of stuff. That's not what I get. I get his life. He has some imbalance. He has some topsy-turvy things going on. There's the 7 of Wands trying to climb to the higher ground. But let's take that and assume that it's his health. Since we're asking about his health, let's take that and say this is his health. That thank you, Spirit Clue, that it is topsy-turvy right now. So, okay. His health is topsy-turvy. He's trying to defend against whatever is coming at him. He's got the 19. But then there is victory, clarity, truth, and then something is, thank you, Catherine. And then there is something that is blocked here also with the 2 of Swords. So if he is sick, he is now well. There's the Emperor, and then there is the work, and then there is the High Priestess. We come back to his life anyway. So I can manipulate the cards to say whatever, but that ain't what it say. I get the Emperor, the 8 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Then I get strength and the Hermit in the end. So if he's sick, then it's strong. If he's not, then he's strong. So I still say no. He wouldn't get the strength card in his end, and he'd get 5 of Pentacles. That's my card for disease. He has strength. Not that he's well, but that he doesn't have that. So I keep getting the same thing.
Thank you, Astrid. And by the way, we as readers, we respect each other's opinions well enough that when we get something different from each other, we say it. We say what we get. So we are not trying to marry up our cards to each other. That we have too much integrity individually as readers, and we respect each other too much. So just wanted to put that out there. What are you getting, Lori?
Well, I'm picking up on Johnny's 5 of Pentacles at the root. And of course, you and I both came out with the devil.
I've got the devil on the bottom of the deck.
Okay. On the bottom of my deck, we have more incoming information and a lot of speculation, a lot of lies, a lot of gossip, just a lot of crazy stuff. But his challenge is he's still, this is forever the card for him. It's the 6 of Swords. You know, he's got to find a way out. And that's his challenge. But he's trying to get, I feel like there's something wrong with him because I keep getting the card of the Doctor. So I feel like there's something very wrong with him, but he will lie and cheat and not tell the truth. So there's something wrong, but I don't think it's that.
So while Becca and I are going, y'all can go ahead and shuffle and maybe see what do you pick up that is wrong with him. And
Catherine said he might have pneumonia. So I'm looking at that.
okay. Thank you, Rhonda. What are you getting, Becca?
I'm getting that the president is happy. He takes joy in lying. It's a lie. It's a lie. He does not have it. This is what my cards are saying. It falls on a negative here. No, it's a lie.
28,000 lies during his presidency, by the way. I get he's got a circle of support around him. His challenge is to get COVID. That's his challenge. He doesn't have it. This is a premeditated plan here to try to claim some power. So they put the message out that he's got it. And they're complete and successful with that. I get it's all because of court cases and things coming up. So he's sharing this, but I get my liar card. It's a lie to create anxiety, and he's businessman Trump. So he's making money off of probably whatever medications they keep saying he's taking. So I get a note too. He's lying. So
we're asking, what does he have?
Yeah, what is going on with him health wise? I'm going to do a health spread.
I usually get the Tower card for the Crown. He didn't have it.
I get the Queen of Pentacles for
Well, we all got that, except for Becca, because she did Lenormand. But Johnny had Queen of Pentacles. I had the Queen of mine too, and so did you.
It's my personal Crown virus card. It's been showing up for me for about a year. It took me until like February to figure out what it was.
I pulled the wrong spread, but this one says that they changed the story. It was a lie. He was transferred or moved to a camp, and there was some criticism here or lies about him heating up, having a fever. So let me pull a box spread on his health.
Thank you, Rachel.
And I apologize if I miss, or if any of us miss. Y'all help me keep up with the super chats. If any of us miss any of them, but thank you for the super chats.
Hi, Mr. B.
Thank you, Scuba.
It's not letting me see.
Anybody that wants to go first, feel free.
What'd you get, Johnny?
I'm going to clarify something. I get exhaustion, like complete exhaustion, but something is making him this way. So he has a internal thing going on. Like he would, thank you, Kate. Like if he had, let's say for instance, he had corona, then that would cause his exhaustion. Or if he had pneumonia, or if he had the flu, he has something that would make him feel exhausted is basically what I get here. So I'm just clarifying this. What is it?
Or stress, because all his tax stuff came out and everything else.
That's what I really want to see, because that didn't come up, because the health readings I do is different. It won't tell me outside influence. So now I have to clarify.
What are you getting, Lori?
Well, I'm definitely getting that his weight is a very big problem for him.
And one of his doctors said he was only 20 pounds overweight. I was like, 20 pounds, my butt.
He's 20 pounds of French fries.
Yeah, he's morbidly obese.
Right.
Yeah, but he is not getting good cards. He isn't. And this to me could be the tightness in the chest area. So it could be pneumonia. But he definitely has something There is something going on with him, no doubt about it. But I'm not getting the Tower card. But these are not good cards for him.
What'd you get when you clarified, Johnny?
So now I finally get my disease here, defending against Five of Pentacles. This is my disease card. And then there is here with the isolation and the Hermit card, and then the Chariot, there is some sort of targeting this condition. Like you give him a certain shot or a certain antibody, but a certain thing, like you don't give a person radiation for a common cold. So it's like they're targeting it with a specific thing. So now I'm going to go back and see exactly what that thing is.
What are you getting, Becca?
Aging, senility, senile, old age, dementia, Alzheimer's. Something that may need, I'm not getting the heart card. I usually get the heart for him. I usually get the stars for his skin. This one is only showing me this right here.
I'm getting the heart card for you. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, I get, first of all, I start out with something in the brain, you know, because this guy has the bandage around his head, something in his brain, something that is hidden. I get Trump the Fool on this. I get it's something that's been going on a long time in his body. He has intestinal issues. He has spine issues, circulatory issues. They're doing blood work on him, something to do with his heart. I get the heart doctor here, and the heart, it may require surgery.
Yeah. I've got bowel too with this. So I think it could even be like a bowel obstruction.
Obstruction or spastic colon or something. That's my intestinal tract card. The way I program my cards, it's they've got him on some medication. Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna go with.
But it feels more pill form. It doesn't feel like all these things I keep claiming they're putting IVs in him for.
Thank you, T-Bird.
They're going to increase his dosage here shortly.
Sandra, that's actually the card I keep drawing. Mentally, I have a card for if you are mentally, physically, or spiritually, like overall type of exhaustion and health type of thing, and I keep drawing that.
He's been partying too much. He's probably, like this is like overload partying, like crushing up too much Adderall.
He's at the donut shop.
He's crushing up too many pills and snorting it. He's partying too much.
Let's see. Because what I keep getting also is, and I just clarified, I won't show the other ones. Well, I can show them, but you don't know what it means. But basically, it's environmental. He got something from his environment, so this was something that was passed on, but it's not it's a treatable thing, like a targeted treatable thing. So it's not like COVID to where you have to trick the cells to attach to the vaccine and not the other cells. It's like a dosage thing. And so, I mean, you can get this from the Rite Aid, so it's not a...
Or from his golf courses.
Yeah.
What
I just don't pick up COVID, whatever it is.
Oh, I already pulled earlier. I was getting senility.
That's right.
Senile.
Thank you, Share Bear.
And that's what I got in my reading that I did earlier in the month or whatever, is that it's something to do with his age. His age is just, I mean.
And poor diet.
Yeah.
So anybody that hasn't been watching Becca's Grand Tableaus she's been doing, she did 2 videos on Donald Trump's Grand Tableau. She did one on Mike Pence yesterday, and then last night late she did the pajama party going through William Barr's Grand Tableau. She started out with some other things and then went to William Barr's. And it was really interesting things that were showing up in all 3. And one of the things was, where is Donald Trump? We were getting he's nowhere near the hospital. So is Donald Trump in the hospital? Where is Donald Trump? We know he did a drive around today to wave at his supporters. If you haven't watched those, please go watch them, especially the last 30 minutes of that William Barr one was incredible.
If you don't mind the language.
Yeah, because we were like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Becca has colorful flavoring on her languages.
Seasoned words, they all taste good.
Seasoned words.
Thank you, Larry, Buddha Boy.
So we're asking, where is Donald Trump right now?
Where is Donald Trump right now?
Where in the world is Donald Trump?
Becca,
And it's funny, Jen, I was texting my sister and I called her. And I said, I want you to pull 3 cards right now. Where is Donald Trump? And you're going to crap your pants.
what after we pull cards, we have to talk about our 4 in the morning phone conversation and how many times I kept pulling the same card.
4 in the morning. The
I was
night
getting
was
text.
announced?
Thanks, Joanne.
Becca's on Pacific time, so by the time she finished the grand tableau on Bar, it was like 2 in the morning my time, and we got on the phone, talked to like 4 in the morning, and I was pulling additional cards, and it was just hysterical. So, and then we were texting Johnie to pull cards, and of course Johnie was up at 4 in the morning, which was like 5 in the morning for you.
So Johnny and Adrian were pulling cards, you know, like
Me, Adrian, and Jace all were up till 6:30.
The after show of Jason's live.
where
And the for those, it was on the community tab. Since I see her in here, if you want to know about the thing in his head, go watch Ona's video. I posted it on my page.
What did Ona do? Yeah, hi, Ona.
She did a read and she did a basic Trump read. Just go watch the whole thing anyway.
The Ovomancy one or the other one?
Yeah, the old man.
Yeah. That's where she uses an egg.
Oh, yeah. I saw her. I saw, who did she do last time? With the egg.
I can't remember. She's done
But
several.
it was really good. It was really, really good. Who was it, Ona?
I don't know, who all have you done the Ovomancies on? I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank. So where is Donald Trump right now? On the bottom. He's partying. He's partying.
Yes, he is.
I thought it was hysterical Saturday, his tweet that was mentioned the word love. The word love has never come out of his mouth. Never mind in a tweet. It's like, you know, somebody else wrote that tweet.
Absolutely. It's the first thing that went through my mind. Uh-oh, Johnny's in deep contemplation.
I am. 7 of Swords is the first thing. He snuck away somewhere. So here's my thing. And I'm not going through the whole reading yet because I ain't figured it out. But 7 of Swords shouldn't be your first card if we know where you are. Because we seen you get on the helicopter, right? We seen you go this place, and we seen you go into Walter Reed. We seen you come out and do your wave. But where are you sneaking to? Are you hiding in the cafeteria, or where are you? But anyway.
And they had a lockdown at Walter Reed Saturday night for 40 minutes.
And another thing that's interesting, and I'm sorry to interject, he showed up in a car that did not have tinted windows.
Usually so it wasn't official.
Usually the vehicles that transport the presidents, as we've seen before, they all have limo tints, so you can't see who's in and who's in what car.
Yeah.
This one did not have windows tinted, and he was all waving and going like this to people with his mask. It was just too, I don't know. I'll shut my mouth. Go ahead, Johnny. Sorry.
No, I wasn't done. I was just commenting on that 7 of Swords being his first card. Well, let me pay attention. What I got? So I get the 7 of Swords, but there is something crossing it that he is not satisfied with. So there is something that he has to do that he doesn't really have a choice about. I don't know if this place is near a cemetery or if it is a place where people who have died, but they have been decorated and died. I don't know nothing about Walter Reed. I don't know nothing about Camp David. I don't know nothing about the little retreats that he has that all presidents go to. But there is somewhere, it's near a cemetery, or it's near somewhere that is for honored dead. There is the Chariot and the Empress and the Two of Wands. There's also 2 locations. He is not in one. He is going back and forth between one, which kind of tells me that he's not really sick. But anyway, the Chariot and the Empress is something to do with life. So this could be kind of like if you get the tree in the ship, it could be like an ambulance or a medical vehicle or something of that nature, but it is used for a medical purpose. So maybe that's what his helicopter was. But I don't get the 10 of Pentacles. That's my card for hospitals. I don't get the King of Cups, which is my card for doctors. I don't get the Queen of Cups, which is my card for nurses. I get the 2 of Wands. Now I do get the 5 of Pentacles. So this is something to do with his health. But I clarified it with the Fool and the 2 of Cups. This is private care somewhere else. I don't see him in Walter Reed, and it's not necessarily COVID related either. He could just be getting another pullback. I don't know, but he's somewhere, but it's not Camp David, Walter Reed.
What are you guys getting?
What are you getting, Lori?
He's so immature that he has to go places where he feels like he can play. So he's partying up, and I'm getting the devil card again. So he's going somewhere he's not supposed to. He's not in. These are just all really non-truthful. He has to protect his habit here. And the Sun card means he's having fun with this even. And he hopes people don't see where he really goes and what he does. So I have to say that he's not where he's supposed to be. And these appearances are just too weird. They're just too weird. It's like, see, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not.
Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
What are you getting, Becca?
I'm getting that it's somewhere where he can go have fun and be lighthearted and play. It's a famous area here, or a well-known area. It maybe like somewhere where there's a map or satellite there, but it's like it's for fun. It's a joke. It's a prank. It's a game. He's playing with toys here. It's a child playing with toys on the media. It's a joke.
So, like I told Taro and Lenormand, help me out. In a location, where would the moon be?
The moon as objects and locations, that would be somewhere. Let me pull the book out so I can read it to you straight out of the book, so you know I'm not bull crapping you.
Yeah, I can't remember the moon, but I get a joyride and a prank. He's on a joyride and a prank.
Under the moonlight, a pillow or a magnet, an item or object with the moon shape. Movie theaters, nightclubs, circus, Broadway shows. It was all a show. It was all a show. It was theater. It was all
a show and a show and a prank, and he went on a ride.
Yep.
So with my tarot, I get he's partying on the bottom here, and it's image. His challenge is to be in the hospital. He's not there. He was moved here in the recent past. Claiming he was sick in the hospital, but he is isolated somewhere, but he snuck away. This was a strategy. Went on a little trip. They moved him somewhere new. And he may or may not have a woman with him.
So there are 2 cemeteries and a golf course at Camp David.
Yeah, there's a 1-hole golf course, so he could be playing on his 1-hole golf course at Camp David. So let's ask.
Playing with toys like a child.
Well, we have to tell the funny story from last night. We kept getting the mountain over and over and over again. I literally got Bouquet Rider Mountain, which is a joyride to the mountains. And Camp David's near the Catoctin Mountains. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right. It's about 60 miles from Walter Reed, and it's a Navy base for the president, as Walter Reed is naval. So, and as we saw a Navy officer when he boarded the helicopter to go to Walter Reed.
Johnie kept getting the ship. That's Navy.
Over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is Donald Trump at Camp David?
Oh, wait. Is because we saw him in a car.
Or
So
is he
what-
going to Camp David?
Was he at Camp David?
What was he? And is he going back? Was he in the past, and is he going back?
Was Donald Trump at Camp David over the last?
Yeah, because I mean, if he gets discharged tomorrow, they're going to have to show him leaving from there again.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like a 15, 20-minute helicopter ride to Walter Reed. So,
And it just doesn't make sense. Why is it the first time he was at the hospital, they took him in a car? That one looked serious. That first time when he came out of there, his tie was all undone. He went in a vehicle. This time there was that whole theatrics in a helicopter. Why? It's down the street. You know, like it just isn't. I don't. Maybe that's part of the joyride. Like, oh my God, look, you get to go on a helicopter, Mr. President. Aren't you excited? You get to go on a helicopter. Let's play. You know, like treat him like a baby. Like, oh my
So is
God.
Camp David closed to the public?
yes, it is secure.
It's a military base. Yeah. Not anybody can just get in. Let me see.
Like when you see pictures of the presidents at Camp David, it's because they're personal photographers there. Media cannot get in there.
Mhm. So was Donald Trump at Camp David within the last week?
'Cause I get that it is close to the public with Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, something that is shuttered or it is tight knit. This is not something the public is going to get into. Five of Cups and Three of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. There is going to be, or there probably is, a clue that he is there or he was there or something like that. That is going to cause some distress. But the Three of Wands and the Page of Pentacles are some sort of document or some sort of documentation that would say he was there. The Ace of Pentacles and the Star, there is something about health again that is going to come up. This is new though. The Ace of Pentacles is a new something with the health. Now, mind you, Jenn has said it 1,000 times. Well, I think she said it once and I repeated it 1,000 times. I don't know. But if you ask the universe for something, you better be specific. He asked for attention and then he got the wrong kind of attention. Well, he got attention. He just got the wrong kind of, according to him, because everybody's looking at all his business now. If you want COVID, ask the universe and it will give it to you. Don't put it out there with the, oh, I'm sick, I can't come in today. Okay, fine. Well, a week later, we'll give it to you. It was what you asked for. So he may have some new problems. Not saying he's going to get the bug, but you ask for it, you might get it. And then it ends in the 10 of Swords. That would be a no, but it's clarified by the Emperor. This is, he did not go there in an official capacity, as in this was not scheduled. But he went somewhere. I don't get that it's a hospital. It's somewhere where there's a cemetery and he can go and frolic and play.
Yeah, I got that he traveled too. 2 nights. We will find out about it though. It will be revealed. It absolutely will come to the light.
What'd you get, Becca?
I asked, was Donald Trump at Camp David within the last week? I'm getting that the doctors are lying.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's telling me doctors are lying. Healthcare, people around healthcare, someone that you trust with your health is lying here. I don't know why. So maybe this is its way of saying, well, he wasn't at the
But
hospital.
the doctors at Walter Reed are the ones giving us his updates on his conditions, though, isn't it?
It's saying he's at the hospital.
But they don't jive. What the doctors are saying don't jive. And then there is a message to go relax from a woman, and that's in the administration that'll keep it secret and classified. It's a secret resort here with these two.
Artie, let go of my mouse. Artie's playing with the mouse. How apropos, right?
Yes.
So I get, yes, he was at Camp David right on the bottom. It was a new action, the challenge was, keeping him hidden away somewhere. They were a little anxious about moving him, but this was a planned move, and he's holed up there and just waiting it out. And then I asked with Lenormand, was he or is he at Camp David? And I get the moon again, which is a yes card, right? The fish and the crossroads. So like backcountry roads, up in the mountains. And then I pulled a clarifier. He's lying about where he's at.
I can't.
He definitely has a health problem.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely has a big problem.
I asked, where is he to get this again?
What is the ship? That's either in a vehicle or like an actual vehicle, like a car, or at a naval institution. And hold on, what's around it, Johnny?
Sunship letter.
Okay, the Sun. It's a military Navy place there. That's official. There's a message from there. Now Walter Reed is naval, but so is Camp David. And the vehicle can quite literally be he's in a car, being transported, being moved.
So his personal physician is Dr. Sean Conley, and he said that Trump has had 2 episodes of his oxygen dropping, and they've had to put him on oxygen. So Dr. Sean Conley, has he even seen in person Donald Trump and treated him over the weekend? Has he even seen him over the weekend?
Because he says he has shortness of breath, or he couldn't breathe, or something like that.
Since Friday, has he even laid eyes on him?
Pneumonia would do that too.
And has he treated him, or just saw him in passing and then he's on his way somewhere else?
That's Dr. John Connolly?
Conley?
Conway?
Conley?
Connolly.
Connolly.
John Conley.
Connolly or Donnelly?
Conley. Conley.
Conley.
That's Dr.
Dr. Sean Conley.
Seen or treated Donald Trump. Has Dr. Conley seen or treated Donald Trump?
One of his doctors in that big group's a pediatrician, so how fitting that somebody that children is treating him. The toddler in chief.
He needs a baby doctor. He's a DO, not an MD.
Damn, y'all.
When I found out he was a DO, not that DOs, I mean, they make great emergency room physicians. I mean, they're just taught not to do as many surgeries, or just to try to take a step back from such radical treatment like that. But it's still fairly similar. But when I found out it wasn't even an MD, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
I mean, and he even got that one naval officer, the admiral, that he was trying to put in for the Department of Veterans Affairs. He got that guy to lie. Remember that? And that was a naval officer that he was trying to get into the VA. I'm getting that lies. What he's saying is a lie. And earlier I got the doctor is lying. It's a lie. What is being communicated is a lie. Like, I don't know. It just seems like a production to me. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. What you getting, Lori?
I feel that he has seen him, that he has been by his side, but that this is all very problematic and a lot of chaos and a lot of drama. So it's been very busy to try to be with him or to be out there in front of the cameras. It's all this drama. It's just a lot of drama. But I do feel that he was near him.
What are you getting, Johnny?
I get that too. I get, has he seen him? I get a yes, but it is part of a collaborative effort. However, does he treat him? No. He is the spokesperson. He's the one that does the talking. here with the 8 of Wands. There's the Fool. There's somebody else there with him. But then again, I don't get treatment, because for treatment, he would need the COVID thing. I think he may have some sort of low-grade fever, fine, but you did not have it from COVID. I still don't get the doctor's card either. I just get collaborative effort. No, I didn't treat him, but yes, he's seen him. He's talked to him or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I get it's a betrayal and a lie too. I get he is the spokesperson and he is sticking to the script. He's sticking to the plan for image sake, because Trump went away. He's not there. He snuck away, and it's making the doctor very anxious, but this was all pre-planned. It was all premeditated. So,
Jenny, do you mind if we ask it this way? Can we ask what was Donald Trump's October surprise? If that's okay.
Yeah. What is Donald Trump's October surprise? Now, I do believe that people that went to the Rose Garden massacre got COVID. I believe that the testing wasn't done because they've never validated that the actual testing they did on people before they came in was done accurately. So I do believe all those people sitting there without masks all coming down with the virus. I don't doubt that for a minute. Because they're idiots walking in there hugging each other and not wearing a mask. Another super spreader event, but what is Donald Trump's October surprise?
What is Donald Trump's October surprise? Surprise.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Go back.
I told you all he was going to October surprise himself. Look, promises about the gifts of money and his businesses that were coming out, being delivered. This is the taxes right here. Shade it over and cover it up because of a health problem. Right there. Because the money was news about the money, who he got the money, who financed him, his financial contracts and business contracts. That's what was coming out. That's what was being delivered.
I get the same thing. Strength over COVID. That he miracle cure, miracle survival story, because all this money laundering stuff and bankruptcy stuff and tax stuff came out. Miracle cure.
This man.
What are you getting, Johnny?
To stop judgment, he was needing to create an imbalance.
Yep.
There with the 2 of Pentacles and the Fool. They're in the middle. And then I get the Hierophant and the Sun, something in the government being illuminated. This might be also someone in the government or the government's head, because the Hierophant is an actual head of the government or head of an institution sometimes. There is illumination upon that person, and then there needs to be secret about something from the past, and it does need to be bound. And you need to also elicit emotions somehow or another through something that could be communicated. So, yeah, same thing. Is he needed to push his message out there that look at this, not that.
Get some love and be all over the media all the time without having to campaign. What are you getting, Lori?
I get that he cannot sit still. It's like he's got ADD, and he just can't sit still. But he knows that they were coming for him, so he created an illusion. The magician.
So, question. Will this come out to the public? Will we find out this was all a scheme? Because shame on him if it comes out that he lied about having it while $209,000 8,000 people have died. Will it come out? And if it will come out, is it coming out before or after the election? You may want to pull multiple cards if you don't get an answer in your spread.
Will it come out that he lied about COVID before the election?
Thank you, Lily.
Will it come out? Will it come to the light that he lied about having it? You have to be crazy to believe he was telling the truth. I mean, he never tells the truth.
I like to play it down. I'm always going to play it down. Isn't that what he said? It's on record.
Yeah, I don't want people to panic, but panic because your president has it. Just don't panic because you've got it.
My problem is if you get it and you're well in 3 days, explain that to me.
Yeah. How come it is that people are laid up sick for 2 weeks and then intubated, and he was sick for 3 days, and boom, look, I'm back.
And why are you doing waving tours? You're supposed to be quarantined.
Well, it be revealed that Donald Trump lied about having COVID before the elections. No. A woman is lying about her suffering. A woman is lying here and betraying something and causing pain, grief. I'm getting a no. No, not before the elections.
Thank you, Debbie.
Crazy cat lady.
What?
You got a woman that's caught. I got a woman too.
I kept getting last night, or this morning, I should say, a female whistleblower kept coming up twice this morning.
Yeah, this is a very dark-haired female, and bringing up some of the drama and chaos and trying to bring it to light. This is in hopes and fears, but he just continues to lie, and everyone believes him, like except for the medical community that knows. This ain't right. Something ain't right here.
I think from now on, every time Donald Trump makes a public statement, you should have like one of those polygraph tests hooked up to him. Because it's just like he opens his mouth, he's lying. It's ridiculous. Yeah. What are you getting, Jenny?
Thank you, crazy cat lady. I'm getting at somebody that works for him is, because I got Trump right here in the middle, and he moved locations. Somebody knows about his journey, his trip, and the agreement, like that's what they're going to do. And the tower comes crashing down. She's been watching what's going on. And yeah, there'll be a new action. Now I pulled 3 Lenormand cards. I feel like she's going to wait till after the elections. She's going to wait until the elections are over. I pulled 3 Lenormand cards, and again, I get the woman, the letter, the bouquet. That's a yes.
For after the elections, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't time it.
But you did get that it's coming out, right?
Yes, it's coming out, but I'm getting after the elections.
There's definitely a female that's going to bring it to the light, but he just continues to lie. So I don't think we'll ever get all of it.
I get a female here, but I do not get, she spills the beans. What I get is the Lover's card and the Star. And then I get the Queen of Cups and 6 of Cups. There's a woman in the family that falls gravely ill. And that's a new distraction because it worries the Emperor here. This is something about her health in particularly, like the Lovers and the health card. So it's something about her health that is communicated to us. But he is the one, somehow or another, that you can draw back and say, I don't know if he's going to say overt, I planned this and it was fake and blah, 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 but he is going to be the source to where you crack this in particular egg. It's going to cause the stress and the strain, but this is afterwards.
Like he'll kind of tell on himself.
Yes. I mean, you know, the quiet part out loud, why not?
Yeah, like I couldn't sit still, and so they were kind enough to motor me over there, you know, in the helicopter.
Mhm.
So, timing of his miraculous recovery. Is he going to have a miraculous recovery in October before the election so that he appears strong and, oh, look, I beat COVID?
Will he have a miraculous recovery, and he will appear strong for the election?
Purely for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Are y'all eating your popcorn? This is like popcorn eating readings.
This guy could have just stayed out of the presidency and just scripted bad, horrible TV shows for Netflix or something. I mean, this is just
Here.
mean.
All healed. And we need butter, extra butter.
I like that idea.
I get it.
What was that, Johnny?
I get a no on a miraculous recovery. But it has something to do with the doctors. I guess the doctors are not going to say it that way with the King of Cups. That's my card for doctors. The Hermit, and then I get the Tower. So there is a no on that, but however, there is some sort of new prognosis with the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, but it is also false. It's kind of like his condition has improved from COVID to common cold or something like that. Like he's not miraculous recovery, but he's not on his deathbed is what I get.
What are you getting, Lori?
I'm getting the very same thing, that there's changes, and he feels like he's being balanced out, and he'll be tried to exude joy, you know. But there's another problem here. There is another problem. So I would like it if we could ask, does he have another health episode of something non-COVID related?
I'm getting that he recovers and he becomes stable, and that stability causes confusion and uncertainty. People doubt it because they'll start questioning, wait a minute, how did you recover? How did you bounce back in 3 or 4 days? You know, it causes
in bad condition.
Yeah, it's going to cause a lot of confusion and uncertainty and doubt and hesitation because of this. It's like, this is almost impossible.
Yeah.
Gaslighting, you know?
I got confusion and gaslighting on the bottom too. Trump at the root of this, in hibernation or in isolation, but it's a betrayal and lie. They're sticking to the script. There's people working together on this within the government. And I get in October, he comes out and look, I bullied COVID, and they'll be talking about it like he survived. So maybe not in the best of health because he's not in good health. Thank you, Sunflower. But definitely saying, oh, look, I beat COVID. Now, I asked also the one, and I got Mountain Storks, which is an upgrade, right, with a little luck with the clovers, an obstacle.
The recovery is too quick. That's a huge problem, and the recovery is very quick. 2-3 days at most with the clover. The clover is very fast acting. It happens suddenly, you know, so they're going to question how quickly he recovered. That's going to start raising bells, you know, or whistles.
This morning when we kept asking it, I kept getting the moon card, and Becca was getting the moon card, like something about the cycle of the moon. There's a new moon on October 17th or October 16th. So watch on, I kept getting 17 last night also. Watch for around the 17th, 16th, watch for him to say, oh, I'm fine. I'm testing negative now.
Yeah.
I asked on Lori's question, is he going to have another episode of anything coming? There might be some palpitation or something here. 3 swords with the hearts. There could also be an issue with a female that he is close to. I mean, in his case, not to be cheeky, you don't know who that is nowadays, but it's some female that he's close to. We're here, and he also might have an episode. She might also be of bad health too. They could be connected. But he has 2 of Swords and 2 of Wands. If he wants quarantine now, might be the time where it's forced upon him. The 3 of Cups and the King of Swords and the Justice. Now he has some karma coming his way. It does have something to do with intake. So this might be
Bleach.
he might go to the donut shop or something. He's having a heart racing moment.
I'm going to hell. What are you getting, Lori?
Oh my God, that was so funny, Becca. Yeah, he has an imbalance going on, and there's going to be another problem. So there'll be another problem.
I'm getting a yes for that as well. The media is going to be talking about another super spreader event, perhaps another rally or a big party where a lot of people go to congregate. Which reminds me, didn't Johnie long time ago get that he was going to get the COVID twice?
I'm kind of remembering Johnie and me both getting it. He would get it twice back in the February, March.
For real.
Yeah, the first one is fake and the second one is real. Like what's happening here?
Yeah, I feel like I feel like the second time will be manipulated too, though. Like a lie, like it's a confusion around that too, because he's done that before with COVID. And I feel like it's when he loses the election, when he loses his seat in the government, he's going to have another episode. And I feel like that's because he's going to be put in defense mode at that point. So he may use health as a reason to defend himself, like in court. Like, oh, I can't go to jail. I'm still recovering from the hoax.
The hoax. Oh.
All right. Is there any other way we want to look at this?
Can we look at what happened? I'm trying to figure out how to word it. Like what's coming up for Donald Trump on the new moon? Like what events are gonna?
Okay. What events are happening right around the new moon, October 16th for Donald Trump?
Because a lot of the astrologers say that week is going to be to expect the unexpected that week.
So the week of the new moon, October 16th, what's coming up for Donald Trump?
Yeah, Peggy just commented about his bone spurs. I'm like, he manifested bone spurs out of the blue. Why wouldn't he manifest, a virus out of the blue?
Not the first time.
What's going on with Trump right around the new moon in October 2020?
Oh. Can I go?
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to delay court proceedings or rulings about his taxes or the other things that, these other cases. And it doesn't, he has a big surprise coming. One of the things that he's trying to delay in court, he can't do it. He doesn't get what he wants.
Interesting.
We also have the Three of Swords, so there could be some sort of little cardiac issue.
I got it too.
Okay.
So there is illumination upon an action, or an action that brings illumination. Say it that way. Here with the Ace of Wands and the big ball of death, as I call it, the sun. The Magician and the Four of Wands means there is some manipulation in the administration. So this is going back to him and his cohorts. This is also going to be a leaked piece of information. Here with the Page of Swords, and this is even a little tongue-in-cheek, the person with one eye open. There is a spy in the camp, which there always has been, but there is a person that is going to be leaking information. That Knight of Swords is chaotic energy. They're going to be talking back and forth, possibly even transcribing something in a meeting or something like that. Whatever they're doing covertly, but they're doing it in live time. So it's kind of like if I'm sitting in a meeting and you're talking and I'm writing under the table or something of that nature. The Two of Swords and Two of Wands, there will be a block to something that he wants to do that it does involve Biden. I don't know exactly what it is, but he has some sort of fight or bickering back and forth with Biden. That does take a block, but it takes a block because of something that is already starting here with that Ace of Wands. And then I do get the surprise. Boom, bam, there is the Tower. So it's going to be something quite serial, because in his word of warning and his fear is the Emperor and the Hierophant. So his power is going to be questioned, or his position is going to be pushed back against, or something is going to happen involving his presidency, not just him personally. So yeah, it's going to be a nice day for him.
What are you getting, Becca?
I pulled a double line of 7. So that's what I got. This person here, the dog, that could be Junior or Eric. I'm not quite sure, but that person has something, or Mike Pence. I'm not quite sure. There's a lot of layers here. There's something going on with their health. They're supposed to be arguing with a very successful woman that's quite patient and has a very good reputation. And there's arguing there. So I don't know if this is Pence debating Kamala Harris, or if this is Eric Trump talking to Letitia James.
Or both.
Or both of them. Because the tree is right next to him. So there's something significant there with health. The whip is next to the tree, so that can be something chronic in his health, like a fever. Okay. There's gifts that have been concealed in an organization, huge loads of money, donors and finances that have been blocked, and people start talking. You're going to hear about it. So there's something else here about the financing, quite possibly from Trump org or Parks, Mar-a-Lago, who knows, that he's been delaying that come out. Public funds as well, quite possibly his taxes, because it's public money financing that he's been blocking. That may also come out. But there's a very successful, very patient, wise, calm woman here that has a very, very, very good reputation. And she's quite powerful. And she's been very patient with the delays. And then she's finally like, that's it, I've had it. So I'm seeing both. I'm seeing Pence and Kamala, and quite possibly Eric and Letitia James. But they both appear to have health stuff going on.
I pulled 3 cards. Becca, help me with this. I've got Ring, Garden, and Fox. So like that's like completion of the promise, right?
It's a promise. It's an agreement. It's something that binds you together. So, and also with the garden there, that's like like some sort of a, not partnership, but membership to a club. And that club is fraudulent.
And then the Fox, yeah.
It's fraudulent. So I don't know if that's Trump org or Mar-a-Lago or some other park that he has, but it's like the memberships are fraudulent.
I get so people paying into memberships like at Mar-a-Lago, it's all fraudulent. I get Trump on the bottom, feeling very smug around the new moon. He's got a different perspective. His challenge is to get back into the elections, and there is something, I feel like something going on with the courts that starts moving forward. There's going to be more illumination on that. People are going to be asking a lot of questions. But I get in general, though, he's talking about I've transition now. I'm on higher ground. I've defeated COVID. I'm victorious. You know, it's the end of COVID. Like he's testing negative all of a sudden. So I'm getting a little bit. So why won't he release power to Pence? Why won't he even temporarily? Or is he going to release power to Pence temporarily while he's, because if he's as bad as the doctors keep saying he should be, right?
Yeah, they made it sound like he was on his deathbed, and then 2 days later, he's rolling around in an Uber, waving and giving thumbs up.
Yeah, wearing a tie on his way to the hospital. I'm sorry, I don't know anybody that wears a tie on the way to the hospital when they have that virus.
So why won't he transfer power to Barr? Or
No,
to Pence?
Why won't Trump transfer power over to Pence?
1 hour down, we haven't gotten off Trump and the doctors.
Do you think he's just going to go back to the White House and just be, I mean, I wonder what his next couple of days looks like.
And if he does go back to the White House, there's another hole in his I have COVID. How are you going to go back to the White House when supposedly your wife Melania stayed at the White House and under quarantine because she has COVID? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me at all. It's like, at least lie straight, man. Like,
Gotta do it right, please.
At least have your lies in sync.
oh my gosh. I'm getting because it was just a joke and temporary, and he's returning to the White House. That's what I get.
I'm getting that he wants to be the star, and he just can't. He just doesn't want people to see him that he's weak and he can't be the star. So it's all about his power, or the thought of having power.
Mm-hmm.
What you getting, Johnny?
I get that there was no reason to. That he still has the advantage. 5 swords. There's no defeat, and it ends in the 7 of cups, which I clarified with 6 of swords. Like he's still like this smoke screen that's up. He's fine behind it. Now, when I say fine, I mean he is absent of the cough, but he could still have, because he can still be in the park tomorrow because he's unwell. But the cough is not what's going to put him down.
Yep, I get it's a manipulation, part of the manipulation, because he wants to maintain his power. He's waiting on that. He's getting a lot of joy out of this. He's getting big kicks out of it. And I don't know if this is Trump or Pence, because they're both Geminis. They both show up as King of Swords for me, but I kind of feel it's more Pence, like Pence is trapped under him. And he's going to maintain his power and his strength. He's not going to let it go.
I agree.
Michelle President.
There could be a little. There could be, the challenge is he's waiting because it's not bad enough. He's not having that tower moment. But if that tower moment comes, then he wouldn't be able to wait any longer. And then they're both up, you know what creek.
With no means of locomotion.
There is definitely still a problem ahead for him.
For Trump?
Yes.
I wonder if when the next problem pops up, you'll be like, guess what? I got COVID again.
Every time.
He's got it better than anyone's ever had it before.
Only I can cure this. So Whose scheme was this? Who planned this whole rigmarole, the lie to the press and the public and everything? Who schemed this? Who came up with this brainchild?
That's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna do.
I knew. I mean, I'm just looking at the first card.
What did you get, Lori? What'd you get?
I got Bar.
You got Bar? I'm getting that it's a woman.
Really?
Yeah, a woman that throws up smoke screens and communicates here. Communicates about something that is airborne here, but a woman that confuses and causes problems. She's not very easy to see though too, because she's got the clouds ahead of her.
She's hidden.
Yeah, so it's
I
kind
do
of like,
have the High Priestess here as well. So maybe it's
like we know who she is, but you can't really put your finger on it. You know what I mean? Like I would say Hope Hicks with that.
I think it's 3 people, but I only got 1 here. But I say 3 because in the previous reading, I got the 3 of Pentacles and then the Ace of Wands, as in this is a collaboration effort. That is 3 people, but one of them has been very close to him here in the administration and is Queen of Wands. So it is possibly a woman of action, but it could be one that we never hear of, kind of like, if Steve Miller had an assistant or something of that nature, or it could be Hope Hicks, because it is somebody in the administration but does some talking. I never heard her speak, but then again, I never knew her name either until,
I've never heard her speak. Good point.
Here's the Temperance and the Knight of Wands. They are close working together. She does actions for him. So this is kind of when I lean towards Hope Hicks, because she is his assistant in some sense of the word. And then there's the 2 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. She does have a direct. This is an outside direct line to his actual money or resources. So that's conspiracy, but still, you get what I'm saying. And then there's the 8 of Cups. This person is not with him right now. So I'm going to lean towards her, but there's 2 other people involved too.
Well, was it Hope Hicks that came up with the brilliant idea to go hold the photo op at the church? Was that Hope Hicks or was that Ivanka?
Now, I think that was Hope Hicks, but Ivanka's Bible.
See, I feel like it's Hope Hicks, Ivanka, and Melania, because they had to have Melania in on it. Like, oh, we're going to test you positive. You got to go hide. I feel like there was strength in numbers. I feel like it was 3 women creating this, oh, look, crisis, and then lie about it. And because that's what they've done in the past. They lie. And it's 3 people tied to the devil. Thank you, June. 3 people chained to him closely, and I say to him because there he is, and it's people that see eye to eye with him, and they're people he relies on to get the message out. I feel like I laid a couple of clarifiers. I do feel like Hope Hicks is one of them because she's someone who transitioned away and then came back and then moved to higher ground with him as his personal assistant. So I do think Hope's one of them that helps scheme this.
And maybe, like Lori was saying, Bar too, because Bar needs to know the legalities of everything and who to call and who to pressure to be like, the DOJ is authorizing you to keep your mouth shut while we do this whole, you know what I mean? Like, I can see Barb getting involved too.
The only thing that really puzzles me are, oh, sorry, what'd you say, Johnny?
I was going to say there's probably nothing that man does without Bar's stamp of approval or hand in it some way, kind of like Bannon was. It's his spirit.
So Trump has been tweeting very little since the diagnosis came out.
With proper English.
Yeah.
when he
Well,
does
Mommy and I-
proper English and the word love in one of the tweets, which I was like, yeah, that ain't him. So if he's lying in a hospital bed feeling pretty good enough to drive around in his limo, right? Why isn't he tweeting more? He's got to be bored out of his mind lying in a hospital bed. What's he, if he supposedly is lying in a hospital bed, why isn't he tweeting more? Camp David doesn't have cell service.
Yeah, but it does have internet service. You don't need a cell phone to tweet. You can just go on your computer.
He may not know how to use a computer. He knows how to use a cell phone. Why isn't he tweeting more?
But he doesn't do most of his tweets. Well, he does the stupid ones, but the other guy does the other ones.
So who's tweeting for Trump right
Who's
now?
tweeting for him?
Who's tweeting for him?
And why aren't they tweeting more?
Who's zooming who, as they used to say.
Right now? Who is tweeting?
Why is it he tweeting?
Just to create more confusion about how bad he is? Like, why isn't he tweeting more?
There was no insults, no sleepy Joe Biden, none of this stuff.
No misplaced capital letters with 10 million fees right behind it. Like,
My devil card just flew out. He's addicted to Twitter. He's got an addiction to Twitter. Why isn't he tweeting more?
I get that he is blocked, and what is so strange is I need to do a reading off camera at some point to figure out why he comes up as the fool and then why he comes up as the Six of Cups. The fool is the fool, and that's not even an insult, that's just who he is. The Six of Cups is a little dig because it's kind of an underdeveloped person. This is a person who isn't quite mature because it's the child card, but he's blocked with the Two of Swords. And there's the Three of Wands and the Two of Cups. Somebody else is doing this for him, but they are in a different location with the Three of Wands. So and there is a guy, I looked it up a long time ago. Lord knows what his name is because I forget. But there is a guy that is in charge of his social media account. So there is someone who actually does tweet on his behalf. That's like documented in the Wikipedia. But I forget what his name is. But there is also Hope Hicks too, which he's probably not in any position to be tweeting for him. But I get that he's blocked, and that's why somebody else is doing it.
I've got a younger male.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is a younger man. I think he's in his 30s or something like that.
And he just became positive too.
Mm.
His other personal assistant, who I'm going with.
I get a white supremacist that's a prankster.
He could be both of those things.
Like a Stephen Miller. I get he's bullied and blocked from tweeting, and it makes him anxious. But it's because they think people will judge too hard if he tweets too much. So while he's transitioning in his illness, he needs to be quiet because that's the scripted plan. And whether that's Bill Barr or Pence or one of the big jumbo men, somebody is putting pressure on him. Like, you can't tweet. You got to play sick.
Maybe they took his phone away, Jenny. They took his phone away because he can't help himself. They had to have taken his phone.
Well, he has 6 cell phones from what he said in the past. So, I mean, they'd have to take...
Like Barr when he said, if you want me to keep doing crazy stuff, you're going to have to shut up.
Yeah.
So what if they took all his phones away and gave him a toy phone and he doesn't even know it's a toy phone?
He's got 2 buttons on it.
He doesn't realize the tweets are going nowhere.
Oh, God.
I can't.
So, are the Trump videos they've released this weekend, are they pre-recorded?
The Trump video is pre-recorded.
Because where was he?
Lester Holt said on Friday the video of him walking to the helicopter that they had manipulated and sped up his walk because he lumbers along. They had sped it up to make him walk better.
They said that the medical presidential suite has that office space in it.
Oh, is he dead already? And we just don't know.
They call him Kim Jong-un. He's actually gone, and we just won't know for 90
And
days.
so they're just doing Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh gosh. This child.
Those videos pre-recorded. That's the first time we've seen him in almost 4 years with no orange makeup on his face. It's like we better get used to it because that's going to be his mugshot here in a couple months.
Or putting some white pasty makeup on him, because he spends $50,000 a year on makeup. So trying to make him look sick.
Okay, so what are we asking? I lost the question.
Are the Trump videos pre-recorded that were released from the hospital? Of him.
Were they pre-recorded?
Yeah.
Were they planned and pre-recorded?
What you getting, Johnny?
I get no, but I also get that there is someone on his behalf that, I guess, with the whole walking to the thing. There is someone on his behalf that is doing some manipulation, but I do get King of Swords here in the middle, Ace of Pentacles, which would be his videos or something that's something like that. And then I get the Tower and my card for media. So I get a no, but somebody is doing something else on his behalf. Like it might be a picture or it might be some sort of, he's doing some editing or some sort of something. Somebody is working with him on these videos, but I don't get pre-planned though, which kind of makes me doubt that it might still be pre-planned, but I don't get pre-planned.
What you getting, Becca?
I'm getting a short little vacation to a residence. I asked if it was pre-recorded. It's telling me a short little vacation, like a weekend trip, couple of days to this house over here.
That he shot it at the house?
It's not
Maybe
telling me
he
that
had some videos ready so that when he went where he wanted to go, then
it looked like,
really there.
Because this is saying a journey, a trip, a vacation that's very, very brief but joyful to this residence here.
Weekend at Bernie's. What are you getting, Becca or Lori?
I think there was video that was altered, but I'm also getting something that was done a while back. So I think maybe of the two, I think maybe one was.
I'm getting that. Like there was something already in the vault completed that was pre-planned, and then we got to launch another one here, and there was some confusion about that. Like we got to move into action and do another one here. So it's the confusion. It's like, okay, he's transitioning, he's moving, he's supposed to be sick. Let's put him away somewhere quiet. So it could be like where he's holed up at. But I get two. I get one was pre-recorded and one was not.
Can you imagine working in that White House? Okay, Donnie, we're going to go film a video. Now you're going to love this. You're going to have so much fun.
Thank you, Summer. I mean, they couldn't send him to Mar-a-Lago because, they always take pictures of him golfing between the bushes and stuff. So they couldn't take him there.
And as a commander-in-chief, all you got to do is pick up the phone. I need the space cleared out. We have an emergency meeting. Boom, the whole place is on lockdown. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. The only thing I get stumped on is the other two well-known doctors, specialists, that came out and talked today.
I haven't seen any news. What did they say, Lori?
Well, one of them was the one that said he would be going home tomorrow, and the other one talked about Conley talked about putting him on the dexamethasone, and then the other two doctors behind him, one was off to his right, one was off to his left, and they both came up and spoke. And One of them's a pulmonologist, and I forget which the other one was, but they're well-known doctors. So that's the only weird thing, that it's like
Are they paying them to play in the charade?
something's got to be happening there.
Thank you, Janice.
And how is he going home and he hasn't even been quarantined yet?
You're supposed to quarantine for 14 days. You left your wife at home because she's supposedly sick. Now you're better, but you're going back home where there's a sick person. It doesn't, I understand the White House is huge, and you can go down to the basement if you wanted, but that doesn't make sense.
And he's going to make the White House staff serve him breakfast in bed and stuff while he's quarantining.
There's just so many elements of this that don't match up. It's just way too many.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he could be telling, Walter Reed and the doctors, like, okay, my life's been threatened or whatever, and I have to go somewhere in secret, so you have to do your part in this. So why are the doctors all confused? Why are their stories not driving?
Why are the doctor's stories not driving?
The big one, the real big one, the second one that spoke, he was very uncertain of himself. He didn't do well at all with that, at all. He stumbled on his words.
Why are none of the doctor's stories driving?
There's a couple of them that just look like paid actors put in a white robe, or white smock or whatever you call it.
Yeah, there's like 10 of them that came out.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Come on, Johnie. You can't do that.
That popped in my, it sounds conspiracy, so I never said anything. But I seen the picture of them all standing there with their little matching robes on. And in here, it said some of them are fake.
They're actors. I mean, he pays for people to go to his rallies. Why wouldn't he pay for some extra doctors in a photo? Especially if the other doctors aren't good looking enough.
Tell them to come down and stand here. Like, do you really need to go get people to dress up? And
it's all too wild. It's all too wild, and it doesn't help that they've never been honest, so people are left to wonder. And
that's why I've seen them. I'm like,
because nobody knows the truth. And with this man, I wouldn't put anything past him. I
So
wouldn't.
why aren't the doctor stories jiving?
Why are none of the doctor stories?
they don't have the same one, but they also don't have the same strategy, or they don't have the same route. As in, whoever put this together elsewhere, like at the White House or whatever, all these people were not on the same page, and all of these people. Here's another thing too. If you look like you can go and you can speak well in front of people, they wanted you to do so, but they didn't give you the script beforehand. Because I get the Ace of Pentacles. This would be your marching orders, but then there's the Two of Swords at the root, which is being blocked in something, and Seven of Swords, which is the strategy. So they are blocked off from the strategy. Everybody did not have the same game plan. The Seven of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles, somebody was paid. Six of Pentacles is paying out the money. Seven of Pentacles is wherever they got it from. And the Five of Pentacles has something to do with health. They were paid to be doctors. And then I get the World. They don't all have the same message. This is the media. The Eight of Swords, some of them were left out. Some of them were inside the circle. But if you're going to lie, tell everybody to tell the same lie. It does not help with you tell A and then I tell C. That doesn't work.
And rehearse it. If you're changing the script, rehearse it.
Oh, this is also convoluted. I can't.
What are you getting, Lori?
I'm getting the same thing. Someone was paid. It was greed, and someone was paid. They are not all on the same side. They're not. They don't. They're like, who's on first? Mm-hmm. So there's a big debacle. And they had to make a big decision they're following him.
What are you getting, Becca?
He went on a trip. Here is some sort of recognized journey for him and this woman to be isolated. But then they changed or moved the president to a peaceful place, and he visits a port here or a secured location that's in a camp, and then they lied. Here, it's like they're telling him we're going to isolate them here, but then he gets moved here. It's like it doesn't. There's a move. There's a physical move. There's a transfer of this man.
So the move confuses the story about what to say.
It says that there's a move for the president to have peace or relax, and he visits this place here with the writer. He visits this place, a secured place that is a camp, and then they're lying.
Wow.
So then the doctor's like, what? You know, like that sounds mental. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to use Johnny's line, trying to find balance in a chaotic environment. The challenge are the doctors. So the doctors seem to have the script down is what I'm getting. And then there's these paid for actors that are, you know, like celebrities or whatever. They're paid for actors, and that completes the whole setup. So some of them are getting paid, and some of them, you know, are a part of the legacy of the doctors. There's some erratic behavior going on, so that move, you know, like they don't know, the story keeps changing, it keeps shifting, and then they got to talk again and try to clear it up.
Yep.
And then I get the yes, he's lying card.
So Marilyn says Donald Trump has the blood of Jesus prayer handkerchief. That's how he's been healed. Oh,
we should send him one.
mm-hmm.
You know how he loves his evangelicals praying over him.
That crazy.
After he calls them crazy people, he talks so bad about everybody. Everybody's a sucker. Everybody's a loser. Everybody's crazy. He has
Stupid.
Yeah, he has no appreciation for anybody, for nobody, nothing, and no respect.
So Bill Barr has not tested positive, but he's self-quarantining for now. After taking his jolly time to do it, when he knows he was exposed at the Rose Garden massacre. Is Bill Barr going to stay virus-free, or is he purely for entertainment purposes? Is he going to get it?
Is Bill Barr?
He was sitting front row in the Rose Garden, right next to people that got it.
Do you have a mask on?
No mask. No, nobody in the Rose Garden had a mask on.
And he and Kellyanne were shaking hands with other people, and she whispered in his ear, and she supposedly, but you can't believe anything that comes out of her mouth either.
No.
Not one thing.
He's a paid liar.
Yeah, we've seen her do her work. We've seen her show and just go, oh my God, how can somebody even do that?
She birthed alternative facts.
Yeah.
And with her, she's just like, remember Sarah Huckabee Sanders? Like Sarah Huckabee Sanders enjoyed being a bully and lying. And the same thing with Kellyanne Conway. It's like, please find me one honest person in that whole there isn't one. Mm-hmm. There isn't. What are you getting, Lori?
I'm still looking. What have you got?
I got that. Yes, there's a pretty good opportunity that he's going to get stuck with it because he traveled to a garden or a party or some sort of a rally where he visited and when he left. So it's a good. He's. These are two positives, yeah. However, it's lucky and it sticks here.
What you getting, Johnny?
I get a yes, unfortunately. well, guess how you look. Depends on how nice you want to be. I'll say unfortunately, because But there is the 8 of Wands. This is being passed on from person to person here. The 6 of Wands. His victory is blocked with the 2 of Swords. Then I did a health spread, and then I get the. This is my card for cells, saliva, plasma. So something in his cells. The 9 of Pentacles. This is upper body, because this is also a card for lungs, kidney, rib cage, anything that has 2. So this would be his lungs. And then the 4 of Cups. This is treatments, hospitals, dosages, all that type of stuff. So it looks like he's going to be in hospital for something to do with his lungs and breathing.
What did you get, Lori?
Well, I got every single time I ask a question about, well, I'll say 9 out of 10 times, I get, this is his car. So it's just, lies and deception and never knowing the truth. I do see him hung up with something, because he got the hangman with the 8 of Wands, so there could be a problem for him. But he lies about everything. I mean, he literally lies about everything. So, but the Moon card is a problematic card. And then he has the 4 of Pentacles on the bottom. So it does show him with a possible problem, but how much you find out about it or what goes on with it is undetermined.
I did a health spread too, and I started with the liar card, but it's also my airborne card. So I was like, is it a liar or is it an airborne? But I end with my COVID card, so I think he gets it. He's got fortunes changing. I think he's drinking a lot. I think he's taken a tumble or 2. That's my falling down card. But he traveled with people that had it, and didn't use his best judgment. It was like fuzzy-headed thinking, or could be COVID brain too. Like he gets COVID brain. He's got something going on in his head though. So whether it's strokes or something, I get 2 of my cards that tell me something in his brain that he's also got. But yeah, emissary for the king gets COVID. I get it.
And what's really sad about this? A lot of them are so, I don't even know what word it is. They test positive, they don't tell anybody, and they go about their business spreading it. Like, what was that guy's name? The libertarian in the Senate with the curly hair?
Rand Paul.
Rand Paul. He knew it. He knew. He tested positive. He went to the cafeteria. He went to the gym. He went to the pool. He kept it from everybody. It's like they're so inconsiderate, and I'm just gonna shut up. I'm wondering, because I could see William Barr doing that too, getting sick and just not telling anybody.
Take his big fat behind to the hospital like Krispy Kreme did, because the bigger you are in the health and the more unhealthy you are, you need to go get some oxygen. You need to go get some shots. You need to go get somebody around you, or some prayer or some something. Because Bill Barr is, he
wouldn't make it. I don't think he'd make it.
Biscuits and gravy too, so you need to go and get checked out.
Bill Barr, Mike Pence, Pompeo, Trump, none of them are at the weight they should be, and they look like walking heart attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't think if he got it, I don't think he'd. Of course, if they're actually giving them they can't possibly have given them all of these drugs, all like that, all lined it up right in the very beginning. These are all of the big guns for like after you've had it for 7 days or something like that. So it doesn't make any sense. Like Dr. Gupta is just like, what? This doesn't make sense.
And Regeneron is not one medicine, is it? Isn't it several? Isn't it like a dose, a constant dosage of something? Like
it's a dose of antibodies.
Yeah. So okay. He's well in 3 days, but he had. I don't think so.
Meanwhile, Herman Cain is taking a dirt nap right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So while we're on William Barr, Judge Bolton told him to release the unredacted Mueller report because he definitely covered up stuff in it. Yeah, all that got forgotten this week. Is Barr going to release the unredacted Mueller report? It might not even get noticed because Trump's sucking up all the.
And now, oh, look, I'm sick. I can't give you the report. I'm in quarantine. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like somebody in the office can't go take it, you know?
Release the unredacted Mueller report.
I have a feeling if he doesn't release it, because the judge has a copy of it, the judge could just release it and say, "Here you go, America."
Is there any way that could be altered?
Yes.
I just don't know.
It's Barr. Like, could he manipulate it? Yeah.
I get that. Yes, there is a report that gets released. Here's the report. Yeah. What else are you getting, Lori? That it's altered? What he releases is altered? Because the judge has a copy as well. The judge read it.
Yeah, I get the judge's judgment. It's like, here's a yes card, here's Barr, here's another yes card. It's going to come out.
There's messages coming about it very soon. Energy coming into it very soon. But something's been hidden.
Something like taken out of it or hidden in it.
Maybe something didn't even get to that judge. Maybe it was altered before the judge got their hands on it. Because
that shows up in Becca's grand tableaus. That
this is not right. Something's very wrong.
So, what'd you get, Johnny? Is it coming out? Yeah. Okay. So if it is coming out and it's been meddled with, Mueller's going to know when he sees it, when it comes out to the public. Will we find out that it's been meddled with, even what was given to the judge?
Something big is going to get released in that October new moon phase. They won't be able to hide it any longer. We have a breakthrough somehow. Will we ever get the What?
I'm getting that. There's parts of it that have been changed and edited. And it has to do around someone that was helping.
I want to hear what made Johnny giggle.
Oh, no, it was the chat room, actually.
I get something's manipulated around Trump that he was trapped in. And then I get my Mueller card, like Mueller's confused as to like, where's that? Where's the other part? And like brings up something about information, tangible information that's left out of it. And other people that collaborated with Mueller on it, like they bring it forward. Call attention to the fact that something is missing. What are you getting, Johnny?
I actually just get that it gets released. I don't get that they got edited. I got the 4 of Cups, like you don't really have a choice but to go along and get along. So I don't get the edited part. I just got that it got released.
Did everybody go?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Okay, so under the other judge, Emmett Sullivan ruled in the Flynn case. He's supposed to do his ruling this week after it came out. Thank you, Dee. It came out that Flynn's lawyer did meet with Trump and even talked about a pardon for Flynn. So Judge Emmett Sullivan, in due course, a ruling this week. Are we going to see Flynn going to jail?
Is Flynn going to
Finally.
jail?
Oh, please.
Because Trump's sick. How can he do a pardon?
If
He's
I did a
Superman.
tenth of what she did, I would be locked up. Yes, you would.
Because he's Superman, Jenny. Nothing can take him down, ever. Except kryptonite. And coronavirus is not kryptonite. So
Bankruptcy and taxes are, but
but not a virus.
Oh, I can't.
thank you, Larry girl, and the other moderators for taking care of our room.
I'm going to jail.
Oh, wait.
Yes, ma'am. And
Flynn
he
going
might
to
be a
jail?
key, he's going to jail, and he might be a key witness to another thing too. Because it's here's Flynn. There's the key, something very important, significant about him. Reputation, career, honors. This is yes. But he may also be a key witness to something else too. I don't know what that would be.
What you getting, Lori?
I also think he could be called in to be a key witness for someone else. That may buy him some time.
Suddenly cooperating again?
He's got something they want.
What you getting, Johnny?
I had to re-pull because I started pulling cards before I asked the questions. This is what you get for reading the chat room.
Focus on the question.
Yes.
I did a celebration, justice, and yes card. He goes to jail. He might try to do stay at home because of the virus, like Manafort and Michael Cohen.
Mm-hmm.
He might try to get the judge to give him some leniency that way. I feel like Judge Sullivan's like, no, you betrayed our country. Get your ass in jail.
Wasn't Judge Sullivan the one that yelled at him and asked him how he's not being charged for treason?
Yes. They
I think
pointed
so.
at the flag behind him.
I get the Five of Swords, so there's his defeat right there. The
This
Fool
is what?
defeat.
Oh,
And then there is in his hopes the Fool card. What the ending is the Six of Pentacles. I clarified it with the Tower. So his luck has run out, and yes, he will be defeated. He will be in jail. There's also something about that woman too, his lawyer. Something is either going to come out about her, or she's going to be in some sort of trouble.
For meeting with the president and tampering with the witness tampering. Let's take a look at her.
What's her name?
Lawyer.
I didn't get the Eight of Swords for him, so it seems like they working a deal of some sort.
And it could be because he still has more information.
Thank you, Wendy.
Boy, when I got the Magician on first, it's like the whole thing stinks so bad.
I mean, it's just such a blatant breaking of laws over and over and over again.
So what was the question?
Does his lawyer, his Fox News lawyer, get in trouble for witness tampering, basically by meeting with Trump?
We discussed it.
God, these people are not even smart criminals, man. I swear to God, it's like the Stooges.
Flynn's lawyer.
The Moon, the Chariot. So there is some treachery there, and it is slowly coming out, but slowly coming out. So she may be going well into the next year with some garbage hitting the fan for her. But yes, there is going to be a lot of talking, a lot of back and forth. She may be, I don't see court here just yet, but she's got some stuff that's leaking out. So we may have to just wait on this one to see exactly what happens. But yeah, it's coming though.
What you getting, Lori?
The judge is going to try to really put her under his thumb. She's defending herself, and she's feeling bruised, battered, and weary. She's tired of this. I don't think she wants to. She feels like she's been foolish. She did something stupid, but she's doing everything she can to cover it up.
What are you getting, Becca?
I'm getting that eventually she's going to get in trouble over a meeting or a conversation that was had. A phone call, something like that, a negotiation, but these are positive cards. That meeting got exposed. There's a new meeting to come ahead, a new hearing. So perhaps a new hearing to, like, what exactly did you tell him? And shoot the question. You know what I mean? And what did you discuss? Let me remind you, you're under oath, blah, blah, like all that stuff, you know? She's going to get some heat put on her, but it's going to be a little while. Not right now.
Here she is trying to keep a lid on her emotions right now. She manipulated something. Justice is sitting right on top of her. She's going to be arguing and trying to defend, but it's over something she said, and they've got tangible proof of it now. She is going to get burdened by that judge. There's going to be an investigation, and a lot of questions asked. I'm not seeing it go to trial yet, but it's, you know, this offer and commitment, like the offer of the pardon and working with Trump is what's at stake here. It's going to get her in big trouble, but I'm not seeing it go to court yet. I see investigation first.
She's a Fox News lawyer?
She was a Fox News legal person for a while. You know, like you see the lawyers, you know, go on MSNBC and stuff.
She was a contributor.
Contributor. That's it.
I guess that tells you something, because I mean, what self-respecting lawyer that has a name to uphold would want to represent any of these clowns with all those shenanigans? Like, nobody will hire you ever again. You know, like, that's sad.
So after the Rose Garden massacre and Amy Coney Barrett now testing positive.
She's testing positive again?
No, well, she's tested positive. So, you know, she's going to be testing positive for a while. You know, it doesn't just go away overnight.
Well, I thought she already had it a while back.
Summer.
Yeah, in the summer.
Go ahead.
She's been meeting with senators and stuff, and now, you know, there are senators that were also at the Rose Garden massacre. So there's people, you know, testing positive. Now, Mitch McConnell said that they're not going to vote on the stimulus bill, but they are going to continue their committee meetings to get the SCOTUS approval done. But are there going to be more senators dropping out on the Republican side to where they don't have enough votes? Are they going to be dropping like flies because they don't wear masks and they go to these super spreader events? And
because science isn't real.
Because science isn't real.
Not unless you need something to drink or your little blue pill.
Ian McGrath, Amy COVID Barrett.
Yeah.
And she's up there with her kids, you know, and none of them have masks on. It was just crazy.
It's just so, I can't wrap my head around how incredibly irresponsible these people are, not only with their own lives, but with that of their loved ones and everybody else around them. It's insane. The party of personal responsibility takes no personal responsibility. Like,
I mean, who is Typhoid Mary? Is it Amy Coney Barrett or is it Hope Hicks?
Typhoid Mary.
So we're asking how many more people will drop,
or are they gonna have so many people drop out with being sick that they don't have enough votes to get her through?
So many people.
I'm going to say before the election, are they going to get so many people that get sick that they can't
hold the vote,
do anything and vote on her?
but unfit touch.
Gotta believe RBG's helping out on this from the other side.
Right? Oh my God.
Yes,
What is it?
they have to move away. They have to go home, but then they return here. It's like they're at home, and then something new, something in the early stages, but then they return here. There's a change of move.
With the return with the storks, is that like long term or short term?
It's just a change. It's a return. Let's get this way. I'm gonna ask how many will get sick. How many more will get sick?
Yeah, because I'm getting like yes, like they plan on doing it, but their fortunes change. I get it my yes card for seeing that they can't vote. There's confusion about the support because a bunch of them are out sick. What you guys getting?
I think that we hear about some other people getting sick right away. And that will hold them off. But they're trying to control and divert and control and manipulate. And they're able to get something together. They're going to try to push it through. They're just going to manipulate and manipulate to try to push it through.
You getting Johnny deep in thoughts?
I get that the votes are blocked because the people are diminished here with the Ace of Cups. Because it starts with the 4 and 9, and I get all these groups of people. Like it goes from 9 to 4 to 1. And then we get the Tower, so it all comes crumbling down, and I clarify the Tower with the Ace of Pentacles. So no vote. But then again, I always got that for whatever reason, she is blocked and delayed.
I just get that there's news about a woman that is suspicious. And there's something around. If this is Amy COVID Barrett, there's something that comes out about her that causes people to kind of on top of everything we already know. So
like another handmaiden tale.
Yeah, something I don't know.
Wow. So it just feels like every time we look at her, she's not getting through. It's crazy. All right. Do we have a funny question tonight? Or do y'all have anything else you want to look at before we do a funny question?
What's your funny question, Jenny? Because I had a question.
I don't really have a funny one. I was going to try to come up with one.
I want to know, how did Donald Trump feel about having to be filmed without any makeup on?
Oh, Mr. Vanity. That's a good one.
Mr. Vanity, when he was there without his orange makeup and he was all white and looked like Casper the Ghost. Like, did they have to talk him into it? Like, this is going to be so much fun, or did he throw a fit? Like, coax him like a little kid.
Yes, she does, Whimsy.
Yes, she does. Thank you, Whimsy.
So Johnny and I are going to be busy probably trying to do all these other questions we didn't get to on our community tabs. We've got a long list. Need to go live one night, Johnny.
So, how do they feel?
How does Trump feel being seen without his makeup? Thank you, JR.
She had oracle cards for this.
Anybody that came in later, we did a candle lighting manifesting little ceremony at the beginning. So if you're trying to manifest something in your life, make sure you go back and watch the beginning of this. Uh-oh, Johnny took himself off camera again. Becca, are you frozen?
No, I'm just sitting here.
Wow, you were so still. I was like,
I'm
was
here.
she frozen? You were just
Quiet.
Mannequin challenge.
like, looked like she was posing for a artist sculpting or something.
No, I'm looking to see if any crap has hit the fan here on Twitter.
I had to get the oracles. I wanted to be nice, so I'm gonna get.
Oh, you know, you can't be
You want
nice.
it to be nice?
Self-reflection just popped out though, so I mean, you know.
What card is that, Johnny?
That self-reflection just popped out. We'll keep going. And then
That's
beauty,
all about
okay.
ego.
It was meant to be because then beauty popped out. Okay, so let me find it again. So I'll let it be.
I think he partied so hard he didn't care.
Really?
He's partying. He always thinks he looks good.
And then attraction. Okay, leave it alone. I'll leave it.
Then
There.
if you think you look so good, why do you need all that orange crap on your face? You look like a Cheeto, you know, like it doesn't.
He murders pumpkins in his spare time.
Thank you, April.
Sucks their blood.
You know,
It comes out on his skin.
that picture of him where he's got that thing in the side of his head, if you look at it real close, right in front of his ear, right in front of his ear flap, he's got a little white scar running down through here. You can tell he's had a facelift in the past, because when they do a facelift, you get a little line of stitches here, and then they pull up all the extra skin behind your
Oh my
head
God.
and do stitches behind the ear, but there's always a little scar right here in front of the ears too.
Yeah, why do you think Melania is like this? You know, it's like,
I've been in trouble her whole life.
Thank you, AJ.
it's like, what is, I mean, it's like there's nothing left to stretch. Pretty soon she won't be able to open her eyes. It's so horrible.
Be walking around with her hand on Baron's shoulder the whole time.
What a go betting.
Now let mama fall.
Guide me like a seeing eye dog.
Lord, that's a shame.
Well, Johnny, since you started getting oracle cards, what do you get with all those since they're flying out of your deck?
Popped out. This is seeing oneself as one is. This is self-reflection. The beauty, however, is somewhat of an illusion, as this is not an actual face. This is plants and butterflies and all of that, but it is what you see. You look in the mirror. He has deluded himself, though. I mean, this is not what it says, but this is where I'm going. Follow the teacher. He has deluded himself because this is what he sees instead of what is in the mirror. He has a mirror like we do. His works like ours do. And then there's attraction. Like Lori said, he likes himself. He thinks he's pretty. Go the distance. To be fair, go the distance means perseverance, to keep going. So he likes the way he looks as it is right now. To be fair, he feels as though, you know, he's balanced for his age, you know, and he thinks, because also he thinks he's a big, strong guy because he's tall. Even though he's wide, he's tall. And so he thinks that is, because it's all in his head movies, it's all in his mind, that he indeed is a pretty person. And so them head movies, he likes who he is.
What'd you get, Lori?
Oh, I already went.
Well,
Oh,
Lori
that's
does.
right.
He likes himself.
What'd you get, Becca?
I didn't pull anything. I was just wondering what the cards on you guys' would say.
Oh, well, I got little smug Trump here. Thought that he looked a little bit old, and it might be time for a little nip tuck again. So he's actually planning on that. Thank you, knowledge. And he's going to get the plant off the ground, so he's going to get a little nip tuck again. I get that he was kind of trapped, coerced into not putting makeup on, and he got angry. Like he was yelling.
Whoa.
He was demon personified. He was like, boom. I get he did not like being seen because he felt like a lot of people were watching.
Oh my gosh.
All my peeps.
I asked the Lenormand, I got the man,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got egotistical.
Yeah, his ego, his vanity, or his ambitions.
Yeah. I like myself. And that's nice. You should like yourself, but you should also be true to what you like.
Well, last week when we read on what's the one thing nice we could say about Trump, and I got, he loves himself. He teaches you how to love yourself.
I mean, he loves the character because he's not a true person. He's just a character that NBC put together, but you know.
But they are giving him lots of happy drugs.
Yes.
So what is Donald Trump when he's not the character?
I
What
know
is Donald Trump when he's not
who is the real Donald Trump behind the facade and the
scared little boy
and the head movies and
who is Donald Trump when he's not the character?
Oh God.
Are you looking, Becca?
no, I'm just gonna watch you guys.
You're out. Becca's done.
It's a question of a lifetime.
She's done, cook through, finish.
My brain is like fried.
I think I need a whiskey on that. I got no whiskey no now.
I'm over here drinking my water.
I like beer. Who is he? Okay, they don't want to fly out this time. Okay.
Where they're trying to fly out of mine.
Who is he?
Like his hair flying up everywhere. I'm a visual person. I like to give visuals to our viewers.
Who is he? Who is he? Okay. Oh.
What are you getting? He's got sound effects now.
Oh. He's scared of who he is.
I'd be scared if I looked in the mirror and I was
You got it too, Lori? And you got it too?
Oh, mercy. And I'm doing Oracle cards. He's scared of who he is. This is orphaned, as in you don't belong. And then this one is chopped wood, as in you feel useless. And because, as I said in another reading, this used to be a tree. Now it's a broom. If you don't see yourself as tall and strong and masculine anymore, you see yourself as a utensil, even though you're useful and you are extremely useful for some people, because some people can make their livings this way. Like this is the card that tells you need to humble yourself because you are going in the wrong direction. But he's afraid of who he is. All of these cards do not have full moons on them. They all have little hidden moons or different types of moons or moon phases. He's never really been true to himself because his parents handed him a character to play. You have to be our son, which is successful. And then when he got older, he was supposed to be a real estate tycoon. And then when he got to NBC, he was supposed to be a billionaire, playboy type of character. So he's always had a character to play. He's always been afraid of who he actually is. He doesn't belong. Well, I would feel bad for you if you didn't kill people's babies. I mean, I'm just saying.
What are you getting, Lori?
Well, I got that he is afraid. He's afraid, and he runs from himself. He just lies to himself, and then he wants to be and was told to be strong. To present a strong front, to be all up in the dressed for success. But then at the outcome, he's tormented in his head. He's worried that he's not enough, that he'll never be enough,
So deep down, he has imposter syndrome. But on the outside, he presents fake it till you make it.
Well, I get that he does think he's gifted a little bit. He's got anxiety, severe anxiety. He is that ultimate liar. At the heart of it, his ego, he's still the thief. He still wants to amass an abundance of financial security. But at the core of it, Trump is just a little Trump. He's just a little man. He's like a little boy playing in a big man's world, and he can't seem to make any of it come together for him.
That's right, Tara. I don't care. Do you?
He's just trying to be important, and he can't be.
He can't be.
Well, he's pretty important to people now.
He could be if he acknowledged where he needs to work on himself, but he won't.
It's too late. Well, it's not too late, but it's too late.
You're not going to teach that old dog some new tricks.
And if he learned to manage his money, he could be wealthy. I mean, look at all the money frittered away from The Apprentice. It's just sad. Well, thank you guys for joining me tonight. Lori, our little special guest tonight.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank
Sure
you.
to check her out. She's super cool and awesome. Get a reading from her too. $25, half-hour special from Lori up there.
Thank you, Knowledge Equips and all the other super chatters tonight. Thank you to the moderators for doing an awesome job for us. You guys kind of got our rules down, and I love it. And next week, we're back on Becca's channel, right?
Yes.
So if you haven't watched her Grand Tableaus from the last 2 weeks, please go back and watch them. Go watch all of Lori's videos. They're awesome. And of course, we got to watch Johnie and all his walks as well as his readings. I love them equally. It's like I will sit there at night. If I haven't caught up on the walks, I'll go watch them at night. Thank you, Selfish Queen. So anyway, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. If not before then, we'll probably be going live on our own here and there. Catch us later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.